What's up, guys? My name is Seth Spartan, and I'm a nutrition, training, and hormone expert for Prometheus HRT, Testosterone and Hormone Replacement Clinic. Let me tell you a little bit more about me. When I was in high school, I got into lifting weights, and when I was 16 years old, I could bench press 350 pounds. I got into powerlifting after that, won a bunch of stuff, and by the time I was 19, I was able to bench press 410 pounds, squat 550, and deadlift 600. After that, I switched to bodybuilding because I wanted to get paid to do what I love, and I thought I could be great. I won the Teenage Mr. Wisconsin at 19, and after that, I thought I could be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I was being delusional, but being pushed by the older bodybuilders didn't help. In my early 20s, I pulled the trigger and got completely juiced out. This was pharmaceutical grade with a prescription, so there was zero doubt of the quality I was using. I got absolutely jacked, and that's when these pictures were taken. At my biggest, I hit 260 pounds with visible abs. For reference, my height is 5'10 and a half on the dot. I felt invincible for these 2 years. That is, until I had heart problems. High amounts of testosterone or anabolic steroids will hypertrophy your muscles, but they will also hypertrophy your heart, which is a muscle. When the heart walls get too thick, your heart can't pump blood out efficiently anymore. This is what kills all the bodybuilders and athletes every single time. And this is what happened to me. I got heart dysfunction from my heart being too big and too thick. God then hit me over the head with a hammer, and I stopped everything, not just the drugs. I stopped my nutrition, my training as well, everything. I just did cardio. This is what I looked like a couple years later, just a regular athletic dude. I got my heart scanned again with the same echocardiogram I got the first time, which diagnosed my heart issues before, and this time, everything went back to normal and was great. Praise God. Sometimes the heart doesn't go back to normal, unfortunately. I wasn't sure if I would ever bodybuild again, but after being reached out to by a testosterone replacement clinic and signing with them, I started the trek upwards again, this time to see what was possible on testosterone and HGH replacement. How far could I take it? I traveled the country competing, then I wanted to see how big and strong I could get. 405 bench press for reps, 635 incline bench press for reps, and a 500-pound squat for a whopping 12 reps with sleeves. Yeah, I think I hit close to my peak with that. I didn't feel like getting fat to be able to move even more weight. So now this leads us to our current conquest and adventure, aesthetics. Jack Frank Zane sounds good to me. The goal of my channel, public speaking events, and when I talk to people in the gym is this: stop using anabolic steroids. There are severe health consequences. Stay natural or do testosterone and HGH replacement. We are currently living in a real-life steroid epidemic. Now let's have fun, guys, and get into the video. I am Seth Spartan.
Now, the reason why your doctor is lying to you and screwing you up here is what? In America, in many countries, not every country, but in America specifically, they are taught from day one of medical school, drug them. Drug the patients, drug them. They don't fix your nutrition. They don't fix your diet. They don't tell you to stop eating 90% of the poisonous crap. 90% of the food in our country is poison. It's garbage. It's junk. They don't tell them to stop eating that stuff. They just give them drugs. Why? Because that's how they make money. Okay, that's how, not the doctors, even if the doctors aren't getting a kickback, guess what? That's how the machine makes money, okay? The government makes money. Healthcare is $1 billion thing. They need sick people to make money. Okay, and that's why we see the insanity, this absolute insanity where, they switch from, They switch from a protein, higher fat diet, lower carbs, and no unprocessed food to now we switch to a high processed diet, high sugar, high carbs, and guess what? Chronic disease, inflammation, and everything is like 5 times up, okay? And we can talk about other pollution factors in a different video, but what you got to know is that when the doctor says, oh, you have this, they're taught, write this script, do this, give this for that, give that. They are not fixing the root. They're not ripping out the roots of the weed. They're only band-aiding it. And often all these drugs have severe side effects. The last thing I want to touch on is hormones. Hormones are arguably the most important thing. One of the most, well, all the systems are important, right? But the hormonal system, endocrine system, is one of the most important things in your body, okay? Without it, you're sunk. And without it, you'll never be at your peak, okay? So what they do is Hormone replacement, there's not enough money in it. It's much, much better to prescribe tons of drugs than fix the person's hormone. You could have a male or a female. If a male or female has no testosterone, they have anxiety, depression, they sleep bad, they feel terrible. No, we can't fix the hormones. Let's give them drugs, okay? Same with HGH, this stupid, and I'm gonna rant here. The FDA is so screwed up with kickbacks. People in the FDA are getting kickbacks from different drug companies. How do you know this? Because even guess what happens when they retire? They go and they sit on the board of whatever drug company and this and that, and they wiggle their way. It is so screwed up with the FDA in America. That needs to be completely gutted. I am for regulation. Absolutely, I'm for regulation in food and drugs. Regulate what you need to regulate, but do it more like the Europeans. These people should not be able to receive kickbacks. The FDA needs to be gutted and replaced. I'm with our Robert Kennedy on this. He's running as an independent. I'm not telling you guys I'm voting for him. I don't know what I'm doing yet, and we'll worry about that later. Having said that, we got a lot of problems. You have to be your own doctor. That's the punchline. You have to be your own doctor right now in America. That's how bad it is. Okay, either you're gonna be your own doctor or you're gonna be sick and unhealthy and die. Okay, fix your hormones first. Get your testosterone right, your estrogen right, and your HGH level correct, and also your insulin level. You don't need to supplement insulin. You can control it with your diet as long as you're not type 1. Okay, and even if you are type 1, you can do things to lower and control your blood sugar level. Guess what? You increase your testosterone and your HGH production, your IGF-1 level goes up. IGF-1 also drives glucose into cells. It's absolute madness to say that a type 1 diabetic can eat the same as somebody who's not. Okay, this is just some of the stuff. We're gonna keep more videos coming. This is my rant. Guys, you have to be your own doctor because the doctor's not gonna be your doctor. Seth Spartan, stay safe, stay healthy. We're out.